When I was hungry, you gave me food. And they were like, when did we do these things to you? And he said, well, when you did it to the least, you did it unto me. Yeah, so we packed 20 boxes, and each box has 30 packets that has multiple meals in it. And each packet has a little bit more than a cup of rice, soya, vegetables, and then a vitamin packet that goes into each larger package. And when all of that is put together, it provides a nutritious meal. So as we delivered the boxes that had 30 of these packets in it, some were receiving these boxes for the very first time, and you could see they were shocked and surprised and thankful. The one place that we went, it was looked like a granny who was just taking care of a group of kids, and she said to us at the end of it, "God sent you here." So you could just see the gratitude, the impact for the smaller, poorer preschools or daycares. You could really see in the faces of the teachers how grateful they were for that. Coming here to this community, these communities, and seeing kids who maybe have never seen a white person in their life. So you could see they were a little amazed, maybe a little scared. So that was kind of interesting to have that experience, to be not just a stranger, but someone they've never seen someone like me ever in their lives. That was pretty an interesting experience. And just interacting with them, being able to play with them, shake their hands. Somebody said to me, says, you can't teach a starving kid. And so if they're nourished and healthy and present, because they're not sick, then they can learn. And learning is the key to everything. It's the key to their whole life. So to me, the food is just a vehicle to enable them to be taught and educated, which changes everything, in my opinion. So these strangers show up, they weren't expecting, and then on top of it, they brought treats that they probably maybe they've never had in their life. So I can only imagine that today is probably a memorable day in their lives. This group is here to glorify God and to help Judea Harvest in their mission to bring the gospel. So we were today the hands and feet of Jesus. Even if we didn't say the name of Jesus or didn't pray, we were his hands and feet. So the work we did today was a sincere honor and privilege. And I trust that the impact is going to go on for a long time, and that this work that we did is going to have a lasting impact. when I was hungry, you gave me food. And they were like, when did we do these things to you? And he said, well, when you did it to the least, you did it unto me. And so today was a spiritual activity, even though we didn't preach and we only prayed really once, and that very first time. So there's spiritual stuff happening in ways we can't even imagine. The one I will never forget, her face. She was really thin. She had a uniform on, and she came. She just had this huge smile on her face, and she just said thank you. We were talking with I was talking with the other guys. I realized for myself, even coming from a very fortunate and privileged experience in life that the messages that I have received have made an impact on me, sometimes negatively. And I can only imagine in the life that they live, in the struggle, in the difficulty, the message that they've either heard or have told themselves about life. And I know how much it has impacted me in my life. Some of the negative feelings or thoughts. So I can only imagine the stories that they tell themselves, or that are forming in their mind, in their heart. And so it just, as I did it more, I had this deep feeling of having an impact on them, and that they could see somebody who really cared and saw them for who they truly are. It was very special. Very special. I feel very fortunate.